Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. That's So Christy. I want you guys to come along with me. I'm gonna cook, no filter, no filter. This is me. As you can see in my other YouTube videos when I cook, I like to be comfortable. So I wear my pajamas and I ain't do my hair and I don't care because who gets pretty when they cook? I look at all these YouTube videos and I just want to know who gets all dazzled up to cook. I don't. I want to be comfortable. And if I spill something on me, oh well. But anyway, let's get into it. Come with me. I'm not going to filter anything. I'm going to show you from start to finish what I'm doing. Now, I will pause the video if something's going to take longer to cook. So today's video is going to be about making some barbecue pork chops. I got to clean them. I just pulled them out of the refrigerator. They got blood on the bottom because they thawed out in the refrigerator on the plate. So I'm going to show you. I clean them. I have hamburger because I'm going to make meatloaf. And of course, you know, after being in the plastic bag and thawing out, they get a little blood in here. I got to clean that. But before we do all that, let me just tell you. Again, this is no filter. No filter in my kitchen because, you know, I might got a little dust here or there, but there's no filter today. So, I gotta put my dishes away because I need this side of the sink. So just follow along. Make yourself comfortable. I mean, I have a dishwasher. I don't use it because water, you know, water used to be cheap. I don't know why water's not free, but water used to be cheap. Water's not cheap anymore. When you use that dishwasher, Lord have mercy. You know how much water it takes to put or fill that dishwasher up? Man, it's crazy. So yeah, come along, because like I said, it's no filter. We're gonna cook today, but I gotta do some prepping. And I didn't prep anything before I went live. And I'm going to show you my daily life. No filter. I don't like to do filters. I mean, I do edit some things if I say a bad word. But, nope, this is me. And again, like on the holidays, who gets dressed up when you got to cook all that meal? No, pretty and all. Got to do. No. This is how I do things. This is in my house. So I'm just going to show you. So, but I do want to show you. Because how I make meatloaf, I don't know, I put a little bit of milk in here, but I'm going to put a little bit more. I just broke up about 5 pieces of bread and just poured some milk, but it needs a little bit more. I don't measure anything, and I leave that sit until I'm ready to put it in the meatloaf. So I let that sit and get all nice and moist because I want it moist, and I kind of like break it up because I don't want big chunks in here. So that's just sitting while I'm putting my dishes away. So today's meal is going to be meatloaf, barbecue pork chops. I already washed my collard greens. I just have to cut them up. I wash each leaf separate. Already washed it. They're drying out. So I just need to cut them up because my husband hates big leaves. Let me just tell you. Like I said, today is no filter. You just come along with me. If you like my channel, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 1,000, possibly 500, so I can go live on my phone instead of my computer. I would really appreciate that. I think I'm fun. Not only do I do cooking, I do slots as well. Now, we went to the casino yesterday. Let me just tell you about the casino while I'm doing this. We went to the casino, and it was not good. But my stepmom, she surely did. She hit the jackpot, so I'm super excited about that. I don't like to record slot videos at night, and we went at night because it's just way too crowded and too loud. When I record videos, I actually record them during the day. I go like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I stay for a few hours. So I did not record last night. I actually need this knife. Oh, we got a lot of silverware. A lot of silverware. Yeah, I throw all my utensils, the big ones, in one drawer. And let me tell you, sometimes I'm hunting. I ain't gonna lie. I need this because I'm making mashed potatoes, and I make homemade everything. Nothing boxed. Sometimes. If I'm really tired and I want macaroni and cheese, I will get a box of macaroni and cheese if I don't have all the ingredients. Plus my grandson, he likes the Kraft macaroni and cheese. So, yeah, he kids. But, yeah, she won the jackpot last night, and that was super fun. I mean, it was nice. I did, they had the end of the month jackpot winners drawing. So I won $250 in free play. Yeah, I spent that too. It was horrible for me. Let me just tell you. I'm going to keep this out too. I need this. It was not good. I lost my petunias off. But guess what? You can't win them all. You can't win them all. Yeah, well, you expect to go in there and win. You can't win them all. My husband was losing in the beginning, and he got all his money back. He loves the piggy game, so I thought that was kind of cool. I was happy for him. So at least one of us, or two people out of our group that went, won. So I was happy. Yeah, I do like to play slots. I love to cook. And I'm going to do more cooking and also slots, but more cooking on my channel. So if you like to see my way of cooking and recipes, please hit that like button. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe, because you don't want to miss out on all my videos. I am going to try and be consistent with this and go live. Actually not go live, but upload videos more often than I'm doing now. But again, I have to get there so that I can go live. I'm telling you, I had a lot of silverware in there that I have to clean up. And then sometimes I just leave this, the clean side just sit and just add to it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't front. Y'all do. You know, because I work full time. My husband is retired. He's legally blind. So I have to make sure I cook all the time. All the time. So let's talk about that. Can anyone relate to a disability in their family? Let me know. Comment below. Let me know if you guys can relate. We can talk about it on another vlog. It's not easy for neither one of us. It's not. But we've been married for We've been together for 29 years. Now, we've been married for 20, I believe. I don't know. I lost count. I did. I lost count. So, but we sticking it out and we going strong. So, I just want you guys to know. Again, we'll talk about that on another vlog. I know this is taking a while, but please, this is my daily life, and I want you guys to follow me. Because if you just happen to come on to my channel, it interests you in what I was talking about and what I'm doing. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy this. Now we can get on with the cooking. All right, I'm going to bring you closer up. Let me put these dishes away here. Listen, I'm going to open this cabinet. Don't talk about me. I'm going to tell you right now, this is my plastic container cabinet. Don't talk about me. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because every time you sort them, every time you put them together, and they're nice and neat, they don't end up always like that. And I need to take that time. But I don't care right now. Because y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm being real. Look at that. Not organized at all. But one day. One day. So what I'm going to do right now, let me bring you closer. Let me bring you closer in. Because, you know, some of these folks, they do really good at being able to maneuver the camera and all that. I don't know how they do that. I'm thinking they have this little button that they push. And that's okay. That's okay. I just don't. I don't have that. So I'm getting ready to cut up my greens. And you know, I used to take the hard part off, but I found out that it's good for you. It's actually good for you. So I just want to move you around so you can see me. So we're gonna put some of these together, and we're just going to roll them up. Now we'll take some ends off. There we go. And I'm just going to cut them like so. And my smoked meat is already softened and ready. And let me I need to get a drainer. And comment below if you can hear me okay. I didn't put my microphone on, but please comment below and let me know if you can hear me okay. And I'm not making too many. I only got 2 stalks of these. It's just 3 of us in the home. So, there it is. Just take a little bit here. I used to have this cutting board sitting on top of my coffee pot, but every time I filled my coffee pot water up, let me just tell you, the water would go underneath, and then I'd have, like, I didn't know it was under there. Or it'll spill out all over the counter. So I put it over here. I don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. And I had these these butcher blocks, which are extreme. I mean, I love these butcher blocks. They were very, very expensive. They're thick. They're just great. But they're worth it. I have one over by the stove that I use all the time. Now I can cut up on, you know, when I'm doing mixtures and stuff. On this side, I can cut up and not have to worry about going to the other butcher block. So, I'm excited. I like it. And if you hear that noise, that's I'm actually washing clothes too. So, you know, if you're a mom or a wife, you know you have to multitask. Let me just tell you before I started, it's late. It's I think it's after, hold on, let me see what time it is. Oops. Oh, I can't push it. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's 1:08 in the afternoon, and it's Sunday. It's a Sunday. So I'm usually close to almost done cooking, but our TV in the basement went out. Big gigantic TV. You remember those rolling TVs? Real big boxed rolling TVs, huge. Well, we've had it since we've been here, 23 years, and it finally went out. So I put the TV stand together. Yes, I did that. And it's one of those rolling, like you hang the TV on, but it freely rolls around the floor, on the floor. So we got a 55-inch TV. And yes, Christy did that. And I had to put the brackets on the back. Now that was a challenge because I was scared because I didn't want the TV to fall. So I had to go and figure it out and, you know, YouTube it, read the instructions properly. Just take my time. That's all. Take my time. And I did that. So I'm super proud of myself. I like building stuff and putting things together. I don't know about you guys, but let me just ask you. I miss so much in life. I'm 54, and what I see now, I wish I did when I was in my 20s and 30s. I do. Because I could have done several things differently. And I didn't realize it or didn't know about it until now. Was I deprived? Is that what they say? You're deprived? I don't know. But anyway, I am almost done with these, chopping these up. And when I have like holidays and gotta do collard greens, I hate cleaning them. I hate it because it takes so daggone long. So I do that the night before. Some people cook them a week ahead of time and put them in the freezer. No, not I. That's disgusting. So now what I'm going to do is I have my, I don't know if you can see it. Let me bring you closer. Okay. So, woohoo. All right. So I have my meat in here. Let me get a I need a fork. There we go. So I have my smoked meat and it's already ready to be pulled apart. So I'm just going to pull it apart. This is a ham hock. Not a shank, it's a ham hock. A lot of people get that confused. Different piece of meat. All right. Now I'm going to take my collard greens. Can you guys see? Yeah. My collard greens and just stick them in there. Now, mind you, I only have the juice of the ham hock. I am going to season this. And I'm going to show you, these onions look like they're growing. Look at the stems on them. Look at that. These are going to cook down. Because usually I can get like 5 or 6 stalks in here, like bunches. But I only bought 2 bunches. All right. Some pepper. Now we're going to cut this onion. Cut it in half. I already have my oven preheated to on 350. So I'm just cutting up the onions so that I can put into the collard greens. And I don't do any fancy cutting. All right, I need more seasoning. So I need a spoon. So one of the things that I do put in is this chicken bouillon flavor and apple cider vinegar. So let me show you. So I just take some of the apple cider and just dump it in. I don't measure anything, sorry. Okay. Just a teaspoon is good enough, depending on how much collard you're cooking, or kale, or whatever greens you're cooking. And then I just put it down here. Smells good. Smells good. Okay. Put the lid back on. And we're going to bring you back over here because we got to prepare everything. So I'm going to need this. Okay. All right, so barbecue pork chops, meatloaf. I keep these in my cupboard because I don't like to wash a lot of pans. I mean, I have pans, but I just don't like to wash a lot. Okay. All right, so now I want to wash the pork chops and let them dry. So we are going to stick this in here, have it on cold water. I'm not going to keep this bag, but I don't want my trash can to stink either. So get all that grit from them cutting the pork off. And these are thin pork chops. They're like a 1/2 inch cut. So they don't take long to cook. And we don't want them dried out. Almost done. Gotta make sure all that grit and grind is off. I wash all my meats. Except for my ground. Ground meat you can't wash. Okay, now I'm gonna wash my hands. Just making sure that all the wetness. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are going to spray both pans. Sorry guys, I thought somebody was at my door. And I did put you on pause, but I'm gonna spray this. This is for the meatloaf. And this is for the pork chop. Ooh, this is almost out. So what I'm gonna do, throw this out and get another one. Okay. Because you don't want any of your meat to stick to the bottom and then pull up your meat. No. All right, before I put the pork chops on, I am going to get some seasoning out. Sometimes I just be pulling out stuff. Let's see. I don't. Where is? No. Okay, like that. Oh, I see it. I want this. All right. So we got a couple things out here. Now, one of the things that I learned just last week that my salt intake is a little bit too much. And here's the funny part. I don't use salt. I don't use salt at all. So, but this said, oh no, this is onion powder. I thought it said onion salt. But some of the stuff, like the seasonings, have salt intake in it. Yeah, well, I know. I got. Chill out, huh? So this is garlic powder. So I'm just putting it all in the bottom of the pan. This is onion powder. Because you're going to do the same thing to the top of it. This is adobo. Which has a lot of salt, by the way. And seasonal. And Sassonator Total, which is amazing. This is so good. So good. It's like complete seasoning. I put it in almost everything and I just started using it. It's so good. I'm just saying, it's so good. All right, let's hope all these pork chops fit. which I'm gonna make them fit. It don't matter if they don't or do, but I'm gonna make them fit. See that? See that? Some of these are bigger. Yes, Christy. Yes, you did it. All right, I gotta wash my hands. Sometimes I have to get a smaller pan and put the rest of the pork chops in. But today I did not have to do that. Look at this. Yay! All right, now we're going to do onion powder. We have, just making sure you guys can see it, garlic powder. Y'all comment and let me know, does garlic powder give you like a headache sometimes? I think it does me. Some adobo. Seasonal. And I'm gonna put barbecue sauce on this. Be very generous with your seasoning. And some total. All right. So I'm not going to put this in because, again, like I said, this is only going to take, I want to say, about an hour, if that. It's going to only take about an hour. So I'm going to sit it on a table. I will not cover this because they're so thin. If they were thick pork chops, I would cover. But when they're thin like that, I'm not going to cover them. I want them to cook. Again, it might take half hour, 45 minutes at the most. All right, so let me put this on the table. All right. Next up, I need to clean this pan out before I use it to mix all my, or the bowl, not a pan. But I need to wash that blood off there. Because I'm getting ready to sit it on this table here. So, we're gonna clean. Get your dawn in today. Not a sponsor. I hope you guys are still watching this video, and I hope you enjoy it because it's so much fun. I love doing these. I know it's going to be long, but guys, listen, it's so worth watching. Trust me, give me a chance. Give me a chance. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a chance to entertain you guys and cook and play slots with you. Just give me a chance. If you don't like slots, you can keep rolling on that video. You don't have to watch it. But if you like, and you like cooking, just come back when I'm cooking. But if you like both, I'm super excited for you guys to see it. So now I'm going to take this meat and dump some of this blood out. Hang on here. All right. And you know, some people don't like touching meat. It don't bother me. It does not bother me. Rinse this out. Because again, you don't want your trash can to stink. Oh, I'm smelling collard greens. You know that smell of collard greens. If you guys make collard greens, you know the smell. smells so good. Yummy. All right. You know, you should clean as you go. At least I do. I'm keeping my seasoning out because I'm going to use some of it. But I need Italian seasoning as well. Oh, nope, that's oregano. And I need Worcestershire sauce. Alright, where are we at here? Here we go. Again, I don't measure anything. I need garlic, minced garlic. Oh, I have to cut up some onions and peppers. Now I need to use this pepper because it's starting to get old. And I hate to waste money because peppers are not cheap. By the way, I do have plants. I have plants sitting on my table waiting for me to put them in the garden. But because we're having so much rain and it's been chilly, I wanted to hold off a little bit. So wash that off. Then we're going to... Okay, so I'm gonna cut these up. I only use red peppers. I love red peppers. I mean, I will use green if I have to, but I prefer red. They just have this sweet taste to them. They don't give me indigestion. Green peppers give me a little bit of indigestion. I don't know about y'all. Tell me if y'all feel the same way. So, and again, I'm just rough chopping these. Look, I'm going to show you. No filter, guys. No filter. I am not cutting anything out. You know, a lot of people do filtering and they have to edit their videos. I'm not editing anything. This is what you're going to get. Look at that. Nice rough chop. Not too big. Sure that they're basically almost the same size so they cook evenly. Just gonna throw them right in here. I have to figure out a camera or a way. Now I know GoPro has, and I have it too, and it follows you everywhere you go. But I have to figure out how to work it. And right now, my phone is working well. Tell me something, guys. Listen. Sundays, the weekends. Weekends go so fast. They sure do. They go so fast. At least I think they do. Now, honestly, I would be at the casino today because I go on Sundays to do my recordings and stuff. But it's been pouring and thundering here. I'm in Pennsylvania, so I definitely didn't want to go today. So, all right, now we're going to dice these up. And this onion I need to use because it's looking a little raggedy. Those onions in. And no, I'm not cooking my onions or my peppers. I'm gonna let them cook right in the meat. Sometimes I do cook the onions and the peppers and set them aside and let them cool and then put them in. But I'm running late on cooking. And I know my husband is hungry. Yeah, I can fix him something on the side, but I don't want to. Alright, let me make sure these ain't cooking too fast because I do not like overdone collard greens. Alright. Let's just turn them down. Okay. So, here's the product so far. Now, we are going to, here's the breadcrumbs. Now, what I'm going to do is, watch. Squeeze all that out. Oh, I think it's a little juicy. We'll see. Okay, so let me see the spoons. Oh, I don't need that. This is why I left that out. You just want to move that around because you don't want to mix too much, over mix it. Oh, I have to get another spoon. All right. So, minced garlic. How much? Whatever you want to put in. 1, 2. Worcestershire sauce. How much? Whatever you want to put in. Just a little. We need some flavor. Italian seasoning. However much you want to put in. Me? About that. Okay, so now we're going to put some seasonal in here. Because I'm just extra. Some onion powder. Alright, so I think that's it. Oh, nope. Eggs. 2 eggs. So it binds all together. And we're going to mix this. Oh, no, this ain't working. No. Guess what? I'm using my hands. I do have gloves. I ain't gonna get them. Sometimes I like to use my hands. I don't know if I... Oh, yes I do. Parmesan cheese. I shut my refrigerator. When you make meatloaf, you can put anything in it. Just make sure it tastes right. Oops. Just gotta make sure that the eggs are all mixed up in here. And can you tell I'm like not pushing in, I'm just folding over so that I don't over mix it. Now, my pan. So let me make room so you guys can see. Here's my pan. And what I do is dump it in. Just dump it in. And then I form it. Okay. So, did you guys notice that? Comment below if you noticed I did not put in 2 items. If you noticed that when I did my meatloaf and my pork chops, I didn't use 2 items. And I'm wondering if you figured that out. And the reason why is I don't use salt, but my flavors are amazing because I use so much other seasoning that has salt in it. It brings it out. Trust me. You don't always need salt to make your food taste better. I've never used salt, and everybody loves my food. Pepper, every now and then. I like spicy, but I'm going to have to chill with the spicy or the peppery. Again, my lipids are a little high, so, and I just learned this last week. So I didn't put any pepper in, so we're going to see. I might be putting pepper in it when I eat, on my individual plate. Now, my husband is a salt king. He puts salt on everything, and he salts it and salts it and salts it. And he don't have any blood pressure problems. I don't have any blood pressure problems. I don't take any pills. But I'm trying to prevent that by not using salt, which I don't cook with salt anyway. But I usually put pepper in, but I didn't put it. So, those are the 2 items I didn't put in here. Alright, so now, oops, I'm looking for, I never put my foil away. So I'm going to cover this, and I'm going to stick it in the oven. And when this is midway through, then I'll throw in the pork chops. But right now, the pork chops are being marinated by just sitting there, sucking all that goodness up, those flavors up. So, but I'm going to put this in because this takes, I don't know. We'll see. 45 minutes to an hour. little over. Depends. I like it a little crunchy on the outside, so I'll take the lid off and let it cook. So now let me get this cleaned up, and I will bring you back for the next set. I don't want you to stay on for while I'm cleaning this up. Be right back. Okay, so now I already cut up. I did pause you guys so that I didn't have to put y'all through the cutting up the potato part. So I cut up some potatoes. Now I'm washing them. You know, the prep stuff. The prep stuff. And I have a little pan because I'm also going to make rice. Hubby likes rice. We eat rice a lot, so I wanted mashed potatoes, and I only make homemade mashed potatoes. I don't make any box mashed potatoes. I'm trying to get as much starch as I can off of here and all the grit and stuff off. And then I just pour them in the pan. Can't sing, but I do sing when I'm cooking, and usually I have music. Sometimes, depends. Something. And usually I salt the water with salt and the potatoes. Not doing that. Nope. So, see? Putting it on the stove. Okay. So next, what do we do next? Clean this up. I'm gonna put these potatoes away. So for the rice, let me turn you around here. Hubby likes rice, but I found this at Sam's, and I've had this before, and I really like it. It's called Par Excellence Yellow Rice with saffron. It's really good. Try it. This is what it's called. I do like it. So I think I'm gonna make a little bit of this. And I do have to read the instructions because this isn't white rice. You notice I didn't put any of my seasoning away because I'm not sure if I'm done with that. Alright, so let's see. 6 servings, 1 cup of rice, 2 1/4 cups of water, and butter and margarine. But I'm not going to add the butter or margarine. 2 1/4 cups of water. So this is 2 cups. I've been busy all morning. I'm getting tired, but oh well. Such is life. And quarter cup. I need new measuring cups. I got these from Weight Watchers. They're different sizes. Probably 10, 15 years ago. Now, like I said, you notice that I said I don't measure anything, only things that I'm not used to making. So I'm going to put that over here. And 1 cup of rice, See, this is they're so old now, but I love them. This is a 1-cupper. So I'm gonna pour that in here. There we go. And if I need to make more, I'll make more. No biggie. No worries. 1 cup of rice and 2 1/4. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna put this away. I want to take my barbecue sauce out of the refrigerator so it can cool down, because you don't want your barbecue sauce cold when you put it on top. You know what? Let me read. Do I need to let that boil first? Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 3, 3. The saucepan bring. Yeah, I have to boil that first before I put the rice in. So. Okay. So that's just going on the stove. Honestly, I always keep my tea kettle on stove, but it's really, really dirty. So I'm gonna put it in the sink. It got all kinds of grease and food stains on it. Haven't used it in a while, but I need to clean that. So I'm gonna put that in the sink and clean that today too as well. It don't take long. As much as I cook, it does not take long. All right. So now I can't make the gravy. See, everything's on the stove. I can't make the gravy. I can't make anything else until the meatloaf is done, because I take the juice from the meatloaf. So I'm gonna come back when I'm going to start preparing everything else with it, like the gravy. Like, look, I showed you this here, but guess what? I also got the beef one too. I used that in my gravy. Yummy. Now this does got a lot of salt in it too. See, salt makes things so better. But I don't put it in when I cook. I don't put it on when I eat. I only use what's in seasonings. And I know there's no salt seasonings out there. It's just not the same. It's just not the same. You guys can relate. Y'all can relate, right? Comment below and let me know. Alright, so everything is, I'm not turning on my potatoes because I don't want them to be cold. I want them to be ready. I'm gonna make the gravy in one pan, in this little saucepan right here. My favorite pan. I probably can use that. You know what? I ain't gonna lie, I'm lazy, but I have that power paste scrubby thing. Probably can use that on the bottom. I'm lazy. I'm so lazy, and this pot is so old. But anyway, I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let me just. I'm actually going. The potatoes are done. Pot over. Potatoes are done. Taters are done. I kind of smash them first before I use the mixer. And then I have my handy dandy mixer, some milk. I just eyeball it. And I need my pot holder. I don't have any sour cream, so I can't put any sour cream in it. Now, I have like a half a stick of butter. I'm gonna put that in there. Get this all cleaned up. Put the lid on this. And it's real butter, it's not margarine. Okay, that's it for the potatoes. And then actually I'm gonna make sure that they're whipped okay. Yeah. They need salt or something. Pepper, but they can put their own salt on. I'm not using salt. They can put their own salt on. Alright, so that is done. The potatoes are done. Mashed potatoes are done. Now let me, actually the meat is done as well. So I'm gonna show you guys, the meat. You're gonna see a little piece cut off because I had to try it and it was super good. Now this is the barbecue ribs. Super yummy, smells super, super good. And here is the meatloaf. Smells absolutely amazing. Now all that juice from the meatloaf, we're getting ready to make some gravy. So come on over so we can make some gravy. So like I said, I told you I washed my kettle off, put some water in it because I'm going to need that for some water for the gravy. We're bringing you over. I'm going to bring you over here. And I'm going to put you down some so you can see everything I'm doing when I'm making the gravy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to switch sides because it's easier. I'm still learning all this camera stuff. Here's the rice. I made the rice. Look how fluffy it is. I'll show you. Look at that. Nice and fluffy. It's very good too. I didn't think I would like saffron, but I do. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on the stove. In here, let me just show you. That's the drippings from the meatloaf. I'm going to turn this on medium high. I did put 2 tablespoons of butter in here. And I put like a teaspoon of the beef bouillon in there as well. So I just want you guys to see me too. So I want that to boil. This is actually something that goes on a mixer, but I like this better to do my roux. For some reason, it's just easier. So that's starting to boil. As soon as it starts to boil, I have some flour here. I'm going to add. This is how I make roux. Everybody might make it different, but this comes out perfect for me, and my family loves it. So let me just pull you up some. Sorry about that, guys. Again, I'm still learning this internet stuff. I just want to be really good at it. So Now, oh, my bonnet's like high. I'm just going to add some flour. I'm not going to add it all at one time because I don't know how much I need. So, and then I'm going to keep stirring. I don't want to make too much because it's just for the meatloaf and the mashed potatoes. You see that? Thickening, but I want to get those lumps out because I don't want lumps in my gravy. So you have to stir and you have to stir and you have to stir. So I'm going to add my water a little bit at a time, then stir. Because you don't want to dump a whole bunch of water in and then it'll be too loose. Then you have to start all over again. Not start all over, but you're going to have to thicken it up again. So once that starts boiling, I will add a little bit more water. I need a spoon because I need to taste it to make sure it's got the flavor I want. Pour some water. Because you don't want it too thick, but you don't want it too loose either. Look at that. Smells good too. All that seasoning that I put into the meatloaf and then the beef bouillon and the butter, it's going to be amazing. Now, let's see. Let me taste. Woo! Okay. Okay. That's delicious. I'm going to add some more water because I want to loosen it up just a little bit. I'm going to let that boil and thicken up a little bit more. And then the gravy's done. That's it. It's super, super easy. Collard greens are ready. Let me show you the collard greens while that's boiling. I don't like my collard greens mushy. So collard greens are done. They taste fabulous. You know, I had to taste them. You taste as you cook and go. Alright, so mashed potatoes are done, rice is done, the meal is done, my husband is starving, and so am I. Like, I really need to eat. Absolutely. Doesn't matter if I'm heavy or not. I still need to eat because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten all day. And it is now 3:40 in the afternoon. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it was long, but it was so worth it. Tell me in the comments if it was worth it. Please subscribe to my channel. That's So Christy. And I will see you again soon. I love you. Hugs, loves, and kisses. Mwah.